lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, because it's showtime.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Morning stuff. Wait, who did that copy? Who wrote that? You?
Hector, good morning to you. Actually, I need to say, we need to cue up a happy birthday song because today we have many birthdays to celebrate, is all I can tell you. And
I feel like I'm entering Woodstock.
This is in honor of your son, Giovanni, because today is baby Joey's 1-year birthday. And this makes me think of his leprechaun suit. So, Gio, happy birthday to baby Joey. Also, a huge birthday shout out to Kelsey, one of our producers. And it is Teddy's sister's birthday. So, you're probably still sleeping. So, happy birthday to you also. So many birthdays on April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day, and you are dressed up for the occasion. Also, like
that is exactly what I thought. Because let me tell you something. Actually, my brother's birthday is tomorrow. And my mom had a C-section with me, so she knew she was going to have a C-section with my brother, and she chose not to have him on April Fool's Day. So his birthday is tomorrow, but it probably should have been today. So happy early birthday to him as well.
So you were a C-section baby?
Of course I was. Do I do anything easy?
I was a B-section baby. You got that?
I'll hold it.
You got that, huh?
Man. It is the morning show, and I got to tell you, we are on 2 days doing this, and I not liking it so much is all I can say. My family hates that I am home.
Yeah. Your family hates what?
My family does not like the fact that I am home. I have made them all certifiably nuts in 24 hours.
I can see that.
No, it's bad. They've all said to me this morning, so you're going back to work? And then they said, I don't understand why you're not there. And I said, quite honestly, I don't either, because I can sit here in the room as well as I can sit in our studio alone. So I think tomorrow I'm going to go sit in our studio alone and leave them all alone.
You see, Dawn, but the thing is, the practicality of what we are doing here is bleeding off to other things that we can do. We can bring in, like today we have Manuel is calling in from Spain. He's going to be videotaping in. We're going to get an actual live report as to what's happening in Spain. One of the things that I found interesting yesterday when I interviewed him was at 8 o'clock at night, 8 p.m. on the dot, everybody comes out to the windows and they start to applaud all the medical professions and the frontline people that are helping people cope with this tragedy. So what you're doing right now is you're paving the way so that Teddy can do Teddy Uncensored, Slick can do his show. All of this information that we're gathering right now is making the process better. That's what you're doing home.
No.
You are certifiable whether you're home or not home.
No, what I'm doing home is making everybody crazy because you can stay home and Teddy can stay home, and I'm going to work. I'm going to the studio. I can't sit home and do this. Sorry.
You're not going to the studio. I changed the locks on the door. You're not going to the studio.
Anyway, moving forward, it's a whole nother conversation. Happy April Fool's Day to you. And we got lots of stuff in store. We got Manuel from Spain, one of our other producers, is going to be calling in. I think Michelle Cancro, one of the artists in our Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, is going to be joining us. And then, of course, our 12 o'clock hour, I've got a great guest lined up coming to us from New York. She's making spectacular masks for those on the front line as well as people who want them. And this was not her regular day job, and she made some for friends, and it has exploded. So like we said, out of a situation, sometimes a good opportunity is there. Such a lovely, lovely lady. The name of her company is called Giovanna's Closet. And I'm going to send the lower third. So we have that for the 12 o'clock show. We've got Patty Goldenberg calling in from Fem City. See what's happening there. And Freddie, your favorite 1 o'clock show on Wednesdays is?
And with Dr. Dan.
And Dr. Dan will be joining us at 1 o'clock, all virtually, of course. And everyone is getting used to this. Is not even the new normal. Every day is a new something, is all I can tell you. A new level of my crazy. Let me just tell you that.
Well, the funny thing is that I spoke to a lot of people yesterday, and everybody says, "Oh, Freddie, you're doing what everybody else is doing." I said, "Really?"
We do what everybody.
I said, "You got people on a regular show calling in from all over the world?" I said, "That's interesting. Send me a little link because I want to see that because nobody's done that yet."
So you let me know, since when do we ever do what's conventional that everyone else is doing? So I think today we do April Fool's Day. And here's a whole nother thing. I want to get an ophthalmologist on our show. And let me tell you why. Because the amount of time that we're all spending in front of our computer screens is not good for our eyes. So out of one safety measure is going to cause another issue. Remember the movie The Jerk, where Steve Martin had the glasses and they had this little bridge and everything was really great until everyone became cross-eyed because they kept looking at the bridge on their glasses? Our producers are too young. Remember that movie?
Yes, I remember that.
So here's what I'm thinking. The amount of time that we're spending on the computer screen being safe is causing other issues.
Yeah, but are those glasses blue glasses? Because they sell blue glasses for the computer screen.
They are not, but for me to get blue glasses would mean I'd have to go out into the real world. And let me tell you, as a matter of fact, let me just tell you something. I ordered in dinner last night because our refrigerator section of our takeout food was running a little on slim pickings, but not really. It was fine for me, but they wanted some other food. So we go through our delivery apps, and they may be free delivery on some of these apps, but the prices of the sandwiches went up $5 a sandwich, which was craziness, okay? $20 for a hamburger, one, which was insane. So I called the restaurant myself. They said, yeah, we close in 10 minutes. Can you be here? Sure, no problem. And you know what? It was the regular price of the restaurant. So buyer beware is all I say. Do your due diligence when you're ordering in and just see what's going on, because there are people that are price gouging, and I get it. However, just buyer beware is all I can tell you.
Listen, I bought 12 vegan patties from Publix. It cost me $6. And from that vegan patty, I have 12 vegan hamburgers that are more delicious than a regular hamburger.
Let me tell you, I got 2 hamburgers, a turkey sandwich, some soup, and some turkey, and it cost me a lot more than your 12 vegan pancakes, vegan hamburgers.
I'll tell you, last night for dinner, while I was doing boards till 8 o'clock and then editing till 10, I had, what do you call that with the beans?
Chili?
Chili. The best chili I have ever had in my entire life.
I really only wish that we could get Teddy on this call, because Teddy and I laugh about you sometimes, and she's probably laughing right now because you're enjoying this seclusion. I think you're enjoying this whole aging process. Me, not so much. You're liking being home. You're liking sitting on your computer, not having to go out. Me, I want to go out and experience the world. Look, I've got my pom-pom. I've got my mug. Yes, this is me every day. Except after the show, I get really tired because this is a lot of work.
Do you know who Larry David is?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
Larry David called me this morning. And he says, and you can see it on the news, he says, I don't understand what the problem is. You get to sit home in your PJs all day and look at TV. And if you stay away from the news, there's good stuff on that. just like his show. He repeated to watch his show over and over again. So he says, Freddie, you got to take the bad of the situation and you got to find the droplets of honey. So what did I do yesterday? You got to understand, I make a living as sitting in front of a computer all day. I have a table for snacks. I got some coffee. I got some coffee brewing. I got some this. I got a window. I get to see strange people walking strange dogs out there. And I tell them, no poo-poo on the lawn. As long as you do that, I'm happy to go.
You know how I make a living? Spinning things around. And sitting in one place is a really, really hard situation for me, is all I can tell you.
That's
Really
the
hard.
problem is that you can't sit still. You got to learn how to chill.
I cannot sit still until I spin myself into a frenzy and I go to sleep. And that's happened yesterday afternoon because I spun myself into a frenzy of what am I going to do and where am I going to go. Sent my daughter crazy. I sent Chuck crazy. And he ran out to work this morning. He's like, I can't stay home with you anymore. Tomorrow, could you please go to the studio? I said,
I
yes,
know
sir.
he looked like a man with his hair on fire out the door.
He was like out the door. I know. But I think we have company. Do we have Michelle on the line, Teddy?
Hello.
Let's see. There's Michelle Cancro.
Hey.
I know you from. I mean, what is your name again? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Now, how you doing?
We're doing.
Now, it's funny because I was worried about you because I know that you have asthma. And that's a very big concern.
It is. If I leave the house at all, I'm wearing gloves and a mask.
Well, do me a favor. Why you got to leave the house?
If I have to go to the grocery store, if we have
Then
to
don't
get
go.
something, but just don't go. It's either me or Joyce, and she also has bronchial problems, and I'm not gonna out her age, but she's older than me, so.
Okay, so there is a company. What's the name of the company, Dawn, that you use that brings the groceries?
Instacart.
Really?
Instacart.
Yep.
I'll have to look
You
at
go
it.
Instacart.com and they deliver. Yeah. Also, Shipt will deliver from Winn-Dixie. They deliver from Costco. And for me, especially if you're autoimmune or you're respiratory compromised, you don't want to be out doing this. We've been worried about you, but Freddie, I haven't even told you this. Please send our condolences to Joyce. Joyce lost her uncle in New York to COVID-19. So
I
please
didn't know that.
I know.
Sunday, late Sunday.
I'm sorry to hear that, honey.
Yeah, she's struggling a little.
All right, so I'm going to tell you what I told my sister. I'm going to point right at the camera. You keep your ass home. There is no reason for you to go out that door. You can call people to bring anything. I'll bring you Ritz crackers if you want. Not a problem. But you don't go out the door unless you're on fire. You don't go out the door for the next 2 weeks. This one over here, I gotta tell Chuck to get a staple gun to keep her home. You gotta stay home. That's the only. This thing is beginning. It's beginning to take effect. It's slow and go. And I know there were more deaths yesterday, more than ever. I get it. But this is 2 weeks ago, not current. Now, you've been touched by this by a family member. So you know what, Michelle? You stay home because I'm going to put a contract on you if I find you in the streets. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, I hear you.
You look terrific, though.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've been cleaning the pool and using my computer out by the pool and painting by the pool. So,
You have any new pieces that are coming out?
I started a piece that I haven't, it's just it was kind of like to get my juices flowing because I haven't painted in a while. So it's not bad. But there's another piece that I started a couple months ago that I got halfway through and I left it. And now I'm going to change it a little. It's going to be similar to the black and white pieces, but it's blue. And I'm going to sort of tweak it a little. So it's going to look like either something is growing or something is spreading. It's kind of inspired by our current situation.
Growing and spreading.
And it's listen again, hashtag podcast material is all I can tell you.
This one never is a lack of words.
Well,
And that's Michelle for you.
you gotta listen. When Irma came around and we all left, and it was a really scary situation, I came home and the first thing I did was painted the hurricane because it got the anxiety out of my system. So I have a couple ideas on things that are going to hopefully get some of this anxiety out of my system. I contemplated calling one of them pandemic, but somebody told me that was going to be a little scary. So I'll come up with something else.
Here's what I would like to do, because we haven't seen you in a really long time. You sound great. You look magnificent. Some of your new pieces, let's put them in the studio. Let's get some new pieces hanging. Let's shift up the energy and clear everything and bring in new is what I think we need to do, Freddie.
Hey, Dawn.
Well,
Hey,
I'm
Fred.
working on today, not tomorrow.
I'm working on
I'm
when
working
Michelle
on
comes
today.
back in.
Freddie's
So I'm
working
gonna
on
tell you.
don't leave
I'm
the
gonna tell
house
you
demo.
what I would like Michelle to do. Being that you have very good internet connection from the numbers I'm looking at right here, I would
Mhm.
put your cam facing you with a canvas, a big canvas. Blow up the sound, Michelle. I mean, art is about getting the energy levels up. Like you said, the juice is flowing. You blow
Mhm.
up the sound, have a glass of wine on the side, and you paint. And you turn that cam on, and you go live. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna touch more lives doing that than you have ever seen in your life. Everybody's gonna tune into that because it's like a song. Like you're singing a song. You are writing
Mhm.
music, and you try doing that, and that's the pieces I want to put in the studio.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I've got something that I'm brewing in my head here. I've got two or three different things brewing in my head. So and I've got two 48 by 60 canvases and a couple 48 by 48. They're going to be big pieces. They're not going to be small.
And the
But
gallery you're working at, they're closed right now?
yeah, Chase Edwards Gallery is closed. All the galleries are closed. I mean, it's not an essential business. So we're all staying in contact with each other, but I mean, what client is going to let us in the house right now? Like, even if you go online and you see our pieces on the website, a lot of the developments and condos have a no visitor policy right now. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to, and plus all the people that would do our shipping are probably closed down too if we were shipping pieces out of state. I mean, we could probably figure something out, but we're effectively closed. In fact, I talked to
My,
I went to,
uh,
I'm not going to say where, but there's a specific salon that we go to, and they were supposed to close a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago, when everybody else was. And they called a bunch of people and they said, we're going to not be able to be open until, whenever the 7th or something, which is now going to be like the 30th or whatever. But they were going to do a last couple people. So I went in the last day they were there so I could get my hair done. And they had the door locked and the lights off until I got there because apparently the cops were patrolling and the cops closed down 2 other businesses that were supposed to be shut down.
In
Like, it
Delray?
yes,
was
they are. It is a
not Delray.
$500 fine,
Mm-hmm.
$500 fine, and up to 6 months in jail.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
well, there
you
was,
got. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna get worse. They're
it is. I
talking
talked,
about. They showed yesterday if every phone has a ping. Every phone has a ping where you can hear. You can see actually the phone being used. And they did a study that showed the beginning of March to the end of March, the pings on the beaches in Fort Lauderdale. And these must have been the kids that were coming down. And these pings then, they put it out to yesterday where these pings have gone. And these pings are all over the country, everywhere. So the problem is, if you're gonna have to shut down, this is why I tried to explain to Dawn. Nobody wants to be home. Trust me, nobody. But the
You do.
problem is that if you get 10 people that are gonna follow your lead, and 9 of them go in and they go in hiding and they open up and everybody comes, this is never gonna get better. It's never
I
gonna
know.
get better.
I know. I'm
And
fully
Dawn,
aware.
what were you holding, Dawn? Your dog?
Yeah,
My
puppies.
daughter's dog.
Listen, puppies make you happy. That's a good thing. So, but I understand. I mean, like I said, we have not left the house except to go to the grocery store and to the vet. I had to go to the but and my vet's still open. It's in Boca, but they are
They're covered.
they're covered. Their people are not letting you in the building. You literally have to drop your dog off. They'll call you. They'll tell you what's wrong. Then they'll bring the dog out, the medication out, and food or whatever, and then you go home. So they're being very, very safe, which is smart. But we haven't gone anywhere. And to be honest, I mean, Joyce and I are fine. I can paint. Not having a paycheck isn't great, but I can paint, and she's still working. She's still capable of doing her job from home, so she's still working from home. But we don't mind being home together. It's we have a nice house, we have a pool, we're safe, we have our pups, and my biggest thing is I don't get to see my grandkids. I mean, we have Skyped, WhatsApped, whatever, so I get to see them. That's the only thing that's really bothering me right now, because I don't mind being home and painting. I don't mind spending time with my wife. I am nervous about what's going on for everybody else because people aren't taking it seriously. People are out there, and the cops are out there shutting them down, but they shouldn't have to be. I mean, once we found out Joyce's uncle was in the hospital, it got really real for us. And when he died, it scared the hell out of me. I mean, I was on the phone with my dad like 5 minutes later, just checking on him and telling him not to leave his house. He's 80 years old, and I can't get
That's
to
a
him.
tough nut. That's a tough. My sister
Yeah.
from Columbia Presbyterian is writing in, and they're watching the show. She's saying that the nurses at Columbia will love to watch you paint to music. There you go. I mean, and this is coming right from New York City, which is the epicenter of what's going on. If you've seen the news, what's happening at her facility right now, I wouldn't wish I'm my worst enemy. So that will brighten their day. They can't see all the time, they say, but when they can, they would love to watch you do it.
Okay. All right. We'll work on that.
We can work on that with a couple of the artists.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Amy would do it, and probably Mary, because they're probably going, a little cuckoo.
And Jay too. I'd love to check in and see what Jay's creating.
Yes, Jay has been watching the shows every morning, Dawn.
Yeah, he's been he's been on Facebook a couple times that I've noticed. So, but yeah, we could get some people going.
Yeah, we can do a whole show just like that.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of the like Melissa Etheridge has a concert every day at 6:00 our time, and she gets on and she does exactly what you're talking about. She films like a mini concert because she has had to cancel all her concerts. And Keith Urban did the same thing, and a couple of the other artists have done things like that. But I think it's good because people need to have some kind of positivity, because if you keep watching the news, you're going to be really seriously depressed. Because I know that certain times I've seen it, and especially this weekend with the family situation, like I have a knot in my stomach because how bad is this going to get? And my son, who's in the medical industry out in Colorado, says it's going to get worse. And he's like, you have to protect yourself. You have to take care of yourself. He said, stay inside. Don't do this. Don't do that. He said, it is going to get significantly worse. It makes me like clutch. So painting is good for me because it gets me out of my head.
That's the hardest thing. Stay positive, beautiful.
I will.
We miss you. Send our love to Joyce. And Frankie texted us, and he said he's still very handsome, and he's hoping to get down here soon.
Frankie was supposed to come down, but he canceled because it's a 14-day quarantine. Plus, they've got border patrols now. So,
yes.
So he's hilarious. He said his salon's closed, but he's still very handsome.
As long as he's okay.
I know.
We'll stay put the
yeah.
Let's
all right. We'll stay. All right. That sounds good. All right. Be safe, guys.
You too, honey.
I will. All right.
Love you.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye, honey. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, let's hear from Manuel in Spain. We'll see what's going on with that. Freddie, I'm having a whole new perspective on you while you're sitting there.
Why is that?
Teddy knows. That's all I
Teddy
can
knows.
tell you.
What are you
That is
talking
all
about?
I
What are
can
you,
tell you. She's laughing. I'm missing my
I'm
on the other side of me to have this conversation with her because she's laughing.
I'm talking to people all over the world.
I see
All
that.
over the world. Do
I
you?
see that. Do you sleep?
I slept last night, I can tell you. I slept real well. Before we go to commercial break, I wanted to get your opinion on something so that when we come back, we can talk about it. There's a new deal now where people are asking whether or not you should wear your mask. And the question here is, should you or shouldn't you? And I want to get your opinion. Well, I want to get your opinion because I know that Chuck must have an opinion on it as well. Linda has an opinion on it. Now they want you to do it. So I don't get it.
Not necessarily. So anyway, the funny thing is for 50, how old am I? 53? 52 years and 11 and a half months, I was non-political. Somehow this whole situation has changed me. And I can't tell you it's for the better, is all I'm saying.
What are
Because
you
the past
talking
few
about?
weeks, I have a lot more political opinions, but that is not my platform. So those shall remain nameless. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, let's see if we can get Manuel in from Spain. And happy birthday to everyone. Today is April Fool's Day. If you saw our picture on Instagram, that was made by Kelsey, who one of our producers and today's her birthday. So happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday, baby Joey. And I think it's rainy. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
Dear passengers, in this difficult time, I would like to say goodbye to you in a different way. We are, this flight crew, rather emotional of what is going to happen with KLM also and with everything. We have a blue heart and we do not know when to show this again to you. Nowadays music brings us together, and that's why I will sing a song to you to say goodbye. And wish you all the best and love, and stay healthy from us, KLM crew. So, this is for you. When will I see you again? When will we share precious moments? Will I have to wait forever? Will I have to suffer and cry the whole night through? When will I see you again? When will our hearts be together? Are we in love or just friends? Is this the beginning or is this the end? When will I see you again? When will I see you again? Thank you very much.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You know, we have a failure of communication.
I am changing it up. I want to take a poll on which glasses people seem to like better. So would it be the orange ones? Because this computer is killing my eyes. Or the yellow? Just saying. What do you think? Let's take a poll. This is going to be what we're going to do now. Orange or yellow? And every day or every show, we're going to have a little new poll to take is what I think.
I don't know. I think
Happy
you have lost your.
It is a wonderful Wednesday. I still have my bow tie in honor of your grandson. And I see we got a lot of our producers logged on. We've got Manuel from Spain. We've got Lisa Blanket. I don't know where Lisa is, so we're going to find out.
We'll find out where she's at.
What else you got? So your question of the moment was?
Well, my question in the moment was, should we not wear masks? But we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk to the kids.
Lisa Blanket and Manuel, how are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Where are you, Lisa?
You can't hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah,
Where
we
are you?
hear you.
Where are you though?
Oh, I'm in Gainesville at my apartment.
Oh, you stay in Gainesville. You look like you're in a cave. You've got lights above
Yeah.
your head. It's all nice and cozy. So I think you're in a bunker.
It's early.
It's early in the morning. It's early in the morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's too early for you.
It's 9:35 in Gainesville. She's a millennial.
Don't you have school?
Yeah, but it's online.
Oh, that's why it's early.
Yeah.
It's early, Freddie. Nobody wants to go to school right now. It's early.
We had a fun night
What's
last
happening
night.
at school? How are you, Lisa? What's going on?
I'm good. All my roommates are here, so it's been fine. But a lot of everyone like left, so it's like a ghost town up here. But it is what it is. It would be boring at home too. So
Anything open? Anything to do? I saw even like the campuses were closed.
yeah. Well, I think you can still walk on campus. But everything's pretty much closed except for like Publix, and you could do takeout from a lot of the restaurants. But everything else is closed.
And are you graduating this year?
Yeah, that's the sad part. So
I
like all of
know.
our
Wow.
senior plans got canceled, so everyone was like really upset about that.
What, that you're graduating?
Yeah, because like I'm in a sorority and we were supposed to have like a senior week where they do every day we have like something set up for the seniors. We were supposed to like go to Epcot, have a formal and obviously graduation, but that got postponed till like June, I think, or July.
That's okay. You can do a replay. You know, when this is over
Yeah,
with, you guys can do all the graduation stuff you want.
exactly. Yeah, we'll still take pictures and stuff, so
Now, you had said to me that you guys are meeting in the parking lot and you staying a safe distance. Was it you that told me this? And because you sort of miss each other and you guys are in a parking lot and you're doing songs and things of that nature. Was it you that sent me that? It was.
no, I don't
Somebody
know.
sent me something. I thought it was her that was sending me things about what's going on. And students, high school students, are going to the parking lots and they're hanging out there.
Oh, I don't know.
So what are you going to
Now
do
you,
this summer? When you graduate, what are your plans?
I'm searching still.
What are you
So
looking to do?
this or radio production, I don't know.
Well, Teddy will tell you that everyone laughed at her for staying in radio production, but we are still considered an essential business. So people aren't laughing anymore because we keep rolling and going. Radio, media, TV, newspaper, that's still considered essential because you need to disseminate the information in the hopes that we are able to bring everybody's hopes up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, you know where we're going to be over the summer, so once all of this ends, you guys are always welcome back to hang out with us to do what we can do because essentially we got to keep going. We got to regroup and keep going. And no one knows what we do better than all of you who have been with us for so long.
Yeah, exactly.
And look,
Yeah.
Manuel's all the way in Spain.
Yes.
How you doing, Manuel?
I'm good. I'm here at home too. Just chilling, waiting for this to, end. So yeah,
Now, Manuel, where are you in Spain? What part of Spain?
in
Madrid?
Barcelona.
In
Oh, you're in
Barcelona.
Venezuela.
Okay.
You're home.
No, he's in Barcelona. That would be Spain, Dawn.
Are you in Barcelona or
Barcelona.
Venezuela?
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Oh, sorry. How are your parents?
They're good. They're at home too. Yeah, just staying
Are
home.
they in
What about your
Chicago?
No, no, they are in Venezuela. Yeah.
It's like,
This is
who's
a
on
well
free?
orchestrated interview.
You're all over the
I swear,
place.
I swear to God, I'm gonna mute your. I'm gonna mute your camera, Dawn. I'm gonna mute your camera.
That is why I'm going back to the studio. I'm going to go by myself. I'm going
Now,
to go in
Manuel.
and dance.
Manuel, her bow tie is too tight. Manuel, I want you to tell us a little bit about what's going on in Spain. Spain was catastrophic. There's a lot of death, a lot of things going on in Spain. Tell us what what it is daily that you're living that you're living through.
Well, usually I just stay here. I don't try to go out as much, just when I need food, but I try to eat, rationally. And yeah, only the supermarkets and the pharmacies are open. If you go out like in pairs, they can give you a fine. Um, yeah, you can also do takeout from restaurants, but that's it. Pretty much, um, yeah, just here patiently.
Now, tell us about the thing at 8 o'clock. What happens every night at 8 o'clock in Spain?
Oh yeah, usually at 8 o'clock at night, people go out in their balconies and they clap, and that clap is it's for the people who are fighting to find a cure and all the doctors and nurses working very hard. Yeah.
Now, is your
So,
dad still
Dawn,
working?
Yes, he is. But he uses a what
A
is it
mask?
called?
Mask.
Yeah,
Almost
the
didn't
mask.
say mask. You like that Spanish, Freddie? Almost did he say
no,
mask? El masque. Aren't you glad you're
Yeah.
la
from
mas,
here?
no, no, it's la máscara, masque.
La máscara. No, that's what I put on my eyelashes. La
No,
máscara.
that's mascara.
One woman's mascara is another man's mascara.
That
But yeah,
humor
he's still
doesn't reach
working.
Spain.
Yeah.
So, Dawn, what I would like to do, what I am proposing that we start from here to the end of the week, I would like people from their houses everywhere across the U.S. at 8 o'clock at night to go outside in front of your house or on your balcony or out your window and start clapping for 60 seconds just to remember all those on the front line that are fighting this thing. I think that Spain has the right form of unity, and we don't have that here. That's what's
We
missing
do,
here.
actually. We do. I sent it to you.
What did you send
Within
to
a
me?
within a 5-mile radius of Broken Sound, which is within where you live and I live and many people in Boca live, because Boca's pretty small, they've got a blue light brigade that goes out for 5 miles, and everyone is supposed to go outside at 8 o'clock and do exactly that.
And when did you do that?
I sent it to you on Monday.
No, when did you do that?
I haven't, because I've been having a nervous breakdown because you're keeping it closer to my house.
Well, I'm going to do it tonight. I don't care if I'm the only one in Bocaire that does it. I think that what they're doing in Spain is the right approach. If we did that more than I believe then we are all listening. We are not listening. We're still parandering and mirandering around like it ain't going to touch me. Okay? I didn't get that memo, by the way.
I'll resend it to you.
Thank you very much. I think we should put the word out. 8 o'clock, go out to the front of your house, out your window, somewhere, and clap for 60 seconds. And when somebody comes over and they ask you why you're doing it, think about those people, those lives. I mean, I know we've lost lives in this country, but the numbers in Spain are staggering. Italy, staggering. So we have to be able to do the small stuff. We got to go out there, show a little unity. That's right, 6 inches. We got to do a little unity out there.
I make Lisa laugh.
Lisa laughs at everything.
Manuel, how's school going though?
Well, the masters, it starts at the end of
Yes.
September. So yeah, but I was doing a course in editing as well, but that got shut down because of this. So I hope it reopens soon. Yeah.
Well, Freddie has some editing that he could send you as well that you can practice on.
Yes. I got a whole new platform that I'm opening up. Like the way I'm opening it up this way.
Yeah. The beautiful thing
And
about what we're able to do is we can send Manuel pieces in Spain to edit and he can send it back. So he doesn't have to be here to still work. We need to get our Fuego newspaper back out there. Fuego's airing today, Freddie, at 11?
At 11, yeah, Manuel, you're a good candidate to come in on that show as well. I'll talk to DJ about that. But there's also a network deal, and this is the other DJ. We have a new program called AMC coming out, and AMC is NBC plus CBS minus ABC, NBC, CBS.
Minus
ABC
the BS. That's what I wanted to tell you last night.
All right. ABC plus CBS minus NBC, and you get AMC. That's
Except
what it was.
there's no M.
NBC plus CBS minus ABC gives you AMC, which is a new network that we're trying to put together. There are going to be shows on there. I'm inviting everybody to do a 30-minute set to see if I can fill a 24-hour clock. If I can do this, I think it'll be spectacular. And I need to put together some pieces to make the announcement. As my partner sits there and plays with her wand.
There you go. I think we should definitely do it. And I think we should bring in pieces from everywhere, from Spain, from Gainesville. You guys edit, you know what we do, and let's bring it forward. Let's keep everyone busy and being productive, because the best way to do this, and we talked about this yesterday, Teddy did a show called Teddy Unscripted, and Gene did his Slick Speaks. But we need to hear from your generation. We need to hear what's happening with you not being in school. You're doing online classes, but what are you learning? What's it feel like? What's the culture? What's the feeling? Because you guys are our next generation of production and media. And are you able to get at what you're feeling? Or are you not? Michelle does it through art. How are you doing it in radio and TV production? Lisa, the radio station, I would think at school would still be open, but I guess not.
It's because it's on campus, is my guess.
So that's
campus is closed. You know, one of the most saddest statements that I heard in a real long time. I had a millennial female, and she told me that the future of being part of who she is anymore, that this is about survival now for the rest of her life. And this kid was 20, 25, 26 years old. And I couldn't believe, I was shocked to have heard that comment. How do you guys feel? Do you feel, I mean, you know we're going to overcome this, right? Do you feel that this changes your future for the rest of your life in a bad way?
Not for the rest of my life. I just hope it ends soon. It's just kind of like no one knows when.
Okay. And Manuel, you?
No, just to have like a set date and start from there. But yeah, I think we can overcome this. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, listen, that's at least 2 out of a billion. We'll work on 2 at a time.
You didn't ask me.
You're not a millennial. Oh, and by the way, people are liking the orange glasses.
That's what I'm thinking. The orange ones, right, Lisa?
I was gonna say the yellow, but I like the orange too.
I said the
Where do you
yellow
like
too.
This is I can just strangle myself with these. Back to your mask question, I guess is what it is. But you got to have some levity. And is it terrible and horrible? Yes. Am I spinning myself into a panic with everyone else? Abso-freaking-lutely. Because there are no answers. And every day there's another question. And if you think about those questions a little bit longer, you're going to make yourself crazy. Because you don't know.
More crazy. Yeah, more crazy.
And
now,
there's
before we
propaganda
came,
being put out there, misinformation being put out there. There's information being put out there that they want you to hear, and then there's information being put out there that they want you to hear to keep you home, to put you in a little more of a panic state. It's just not right what's going on, and then you can't filter out what's.
But let me ask you. But let me ask you a question. Do you think that the panic state is so that people they get afraid to go out? Is that why they're doing it?
Yeah.
So they're doing it on purpose.
100%.
But they don't want you to go out.
But I understand that I want you to go out, but I also understand that there are some safe places that you can go out. They are putting this fear inside of everybody that you can't go out, you can't do. And there are people that are protected. There are people that have these antibodies. There are people that have had this that can get back out and do good things if we can get this test out there. They're saying it's 1 year to 2 years of immunity of people that have had this. And people have had this that don't even know they had this.
Okay, Einstein, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You got a whole bunch of people and you tell them it's okay to go out. Do you think that people, I mean, you saw the beaches over the weekend. I mean, I get so angry. Did you see the beaches?
People don't know how to be responsible in going out. What do you always say? You give them a finger and they take an arm. And that's the issue.
Problem. The issue
because
is,
people, I know.
There was a beach on Fort Lauderdale where they said you can't go to the beach. Not even a bird was on this beach. Right next to it, they didn't say anything, and everybody was there. I mean, this is ridiculous. So the problem is, if you were on the beach over the weekend, and you go to the store, Don, and this person on the beach got infected, and you walk by this person coughing in Publix, is that fair to you?
No.
Is it fair to Lisa?
But let me ask you a question. When does this end?
It ends when it ends. We didn't ask for this, honey. We didn't ask for this. It's going to end the way it came. Nobody asked for this. So now we have to get on the front lines. It isn't like the Grim Reaper comes to the door and took Michelle's uncle. Okay? It isn't like people, the 6-month-old that died, that was in the news. It isn't like this enemy you can see. This is an unseeable enemy. And the problem we're having is that now we are all held accountable for the actions of a few. There must have been one person that had this. One. And that one has turned to millions. You know why? Because we didn't contain the one. Because we love our civil liberties. We think Big Brother's watching. All of a sudden, the government can't do enough, but it doesn't do what should be done. So the bottom line here is you got to police yourself. Stay home. If you ain't got to go out, don't go. If you need food, order it. Michelle didn't even know you can order food in. You did a great deal today. You served a wonderful message to a person who has bronchial problems, goes to public, puts her life at risk, who just lost her family member in New York City. I mean, think about this. That's what we got to do. We got to think more and stop reacting. Slow everything down until we can catch up. That's all I'm asking. I know nobody wants to be home. I get it. Look at Lisa. She's in a cave. Nobody wants to be in a cave.
It's so peaceful.
Well, now you've thoroughly depressed me for the day. Thank you so much for this
Why?
uplifting show.
I'm not trying, Dawn, I'm not trying to depress you. I
But
brought in
you have.
Manuel because I wanted to surprise you with Manuel. That he's alive, he's fine, he's not sick, and he's actually staying inside. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Now, Lisa, she better be doing what she's supposed to do because you gotta keep 4 eyes on her. Because I know her. She's probably hanging out. Uh-huh. I got tape on your door that when you open it, the tape comes off.
We had a
Look what I'm
party in our
looking forward
apartment
to.
last night because we can't go out. We are making do.
I'm looking forward to the summer when they all come back into our studio and we can have a big reunion party.
And now we can
That
house
is,
them all because we got the space, yeah?
that is what I'm looking forward to doing, is having them all come in this summer. Manuel, you fly back in because your master's program isn't starting until September, so now you're good. Once they give the all clear and everyone can go, right? He's shaking his head, yes. You know what? Because come summertime, guys, we got work to do because Freddie, I'm thinking you're kind of like a black cloud. And I don't want to say this too loudly because every year you talk about the hurricanes. And then every year you talk about summer and season. Well, you know what? You called it a little too soon because season ended and the summer's coming and we got work to do. So you're either getting on board my happy train or not, is all I can tell you. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing.
And I'm going to tell you, when I met Dawn did not change the batteries of her flashlight for 27 years. And here comes a hurricane. And she says, I don't have flashlights. And look at that. See, this is me telling her over and over, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do half empty. And she went ahead. She got the generator fixed. You got all the things in there. Come on, you got to admit, me pushing you made you do a lot of other things that now you do it automatically.
Your half emptiness leads to my cup overflowing with happiness. So that is my goal. As a matter of fact, my goal is a Cinco de Mayo party. So Lisa, if we can get you back, and we're going to get Fuego on in a few minutes, it's a Cinco de Mayo party because enough of this sadness, enough of, I want to call you Mikatrefe because it just sounds like a right word. Manuel, does that word mean anything?
Like done.
No, Freddie,
Manuel,
you made that one awesome.
don't pay any attention. Manuel, DJ Ortiz has just told me that he wants you to call in. It looks at 11:20. So we're gonna give you, probably use the same code. We're gonna have him come in. You have to organize it because I gave out the wrong numbers.
I know.
You know what it is, Lisa? Yesterday, I'm texting Dawn because I'm talking to, I don't know, 50 people. Everybody wants to come on. They want to say hi. They want to do. So I'm texting Dawn. Dawn, can I give this number? Can I give this number? Can I give this number? Can I give this? I have Wayne. I have everybody. And Dawn is nowhere to be found. You know what Dawn was doing? She went to sleep.
Nap. Yeah.
I mean, Grandma Moses over here took a nap.
It's exhausting. This is exhausting platform. I just have to tell you that.
You know, you got to get up and dance. You know, Lisa dances. You got to get up and dance. Not now. Not now.
You want to see what I'm wearing on my bottom?
No, I don't. I do not.
Yes. I'm not getting up and dancing right now. That's all I can tell you.
Don't get up and dancing. But I'm glad to see that you guys are okay. Thank you for coming on such short notice. Lisa, I want you to stay in touch. I'm going to be sending some other assignments and things that I could use. I know that Lisa does voiceover. She does music tracks and everything else. We do have ampitup.fm, which I'm going to open up. That's our online radio station. And Lisa, maybe you can help me DJ some of that stuff on there because I know you used to do that in school and there's no reason we can't do it now. And then just to give people a different choice of things to do.
Yep. See this? This is my
No,
clearing
move it
spray
over.
from
Move it over. More. Yes. No, okay.
my clearing
What is
spray
that?
from Healing Moments. Sage clears my energy. It's like a breath of fresh air.
You see this?
I can
Healing
feel it.
Moments.
You see this?
Do you feel it? Smell the lavender? Yes, what would that be? Your dog food? Cat
This
food?
is breakfast.
What is that?
That
What
was
is that?
cereal. Cereal.
They seem to be liking my energy spray a whole lot more than your container of cereal is all. They just feel like Vanna
How's
White.
that?
And this set you by Healing Moments Wellness Spa.
Yeah, but you can't eat it.
Contact for more information. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We miss you. We love you. Please stay
Miss
safe,
you
Manuel.
too.
I'm going to give you a code. And truly, our doors are always open. So when it is safe to get out from your bunkers, please come back and visit us. And we got lots of work to do. We got places to send you, things to do, music to put out, pieces, a lot of promotions, and we can do all of that as well.
Sounds good.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Cool. Awesome.
Thank you,
You too.
guys. All right.
Bye.
I like it. I like that we got to see them again. You know, it's been too long. And Manuel used to be with us. He used to go on road trips and everything with us. And Lisa was always part of the gig as well. Good kids, you know. I always told you I feel good because America does have a future with them, with Teddy and Slick and Hector, and they're all out there. Mia, the whole group of unbelievable group of kids we put together.
And you know what I have to tell you?
Hmm.
I feel so sorry for you because to have me as your partner, I'm definitely going to light a candle for you. That's all I can say.
Why?
Because
Why do you
my
say
glass
that?
is totally full. Here's what I want to do. Here's my challenge for the 12 o'clock hour. I think we should start creating a lunchtime drink. So maybe it's a Bloody Mary, maybe it's a glass of champagne. I was going to do a mimosa this morning. But I think lunchtime, it's time to figure out what we can drink. We do our coffee in the morning. We need a lunchtime cooking segment. I'm going to go get a longer Ethernet cord so I can bring my computer into the kitchen, and I'll be cooking with Cookie. I'm going to bring the dog on with me.
That's an interesting concept that kitchen has not had you visited in, I don't know, 27 years. It could be a lot of fun.
So I told my daughter that, and she says, what? How to open a to-go container and put it in the microwave? Yeah.
That's one bright girl. I can't believe the show's over.
Made her nuts.
Do you know the show's over?
I know. I would love to see Teddy, though, before we actually end the show and thank her, because our producer, our executive producer, Teddy Raphael, she is doing the show from home, and she's been working on all of our shows, upgrading computers. If we can bring her in, I don't know. But Teddy,
I think she's going to need another machine. We'll do it at 12.
All right, we'll bring her in at 12. Well, we got things to do. We got new shows coming out today. We've got Fuego. We've got a new show we're working on to start production on Monday. We've got The Love Hour coming out on Friday, and that's with our good friend Jennifer Gutschmidt and Ken Learman. So a lot of things happening. Becky and Boca airs tomorrow. You have Sarah's Spiritual tonight. So a lot of shows to get you unengaged from the news. And I'm telling you, they seem to be the winner.
Which one? There you go.
Right? You think so?
Happy
birthday, everyone.
April Fool's Day. Happy birthday to those that have them. Stay safe. We'll see you at the midday show.
We'll see you at the midday show. Be
That is
kind
so
to each
exciting
other.
to have.
Back in. We're going to have Fem City at 12 o'clock. We've got Giovanna's Closet at 12 o'clock. And then we've got Ann Dector and Dr. Dan on our 1 o'clock hour. So stay tuned. We'll see you in a few, and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.